Hello, friends. It's Chapo. Well, this is the last thing for today, though. Like going back to the idea of I'll support whoever the nominee is. This comes courtesy of the god Chris Cillizza.
Oh God,
We love Chris
Alpha.
Yeah,
Chris Cillizza. Dude, again, you're over there. You're making the Wojak rage face, and you're like Chris Cillizza just came out with an article that's like the appetizer primary. Oh, I bet Amy Klobuchar would be celery sticks because you don't know why they're there, but after you eat your wings, you're glad you have them.
Oh my God! I can see it like a diamond in my brain.
Ooh, that's bad stuff.
And CNN's like, great work, Chris. Here's $7 million. And you're over there like, and he's like, I guess some people didn't have their coffee yet today. Like, he's alpha. He's chasing a bag. He's in his bag.
This is the god Chris
Yes.
in CNN politics. The point with Chris Cillizza. Headline: Hillary Clinton absolutely destroyed Bernie Sanders in her Howard Stern interview.
Hell yes.
She also destroyed Artie. Like, those two hate each other.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was fucked up to bring up his nose and shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
She's savage.
Yeah.
What, did you snort the whole thing off, Artie?
So this is Chris Cillizza ago. Out of office and seemingly unlikely to ever run for any public office again.
Unless she answers my prayers.
Hillary Clinton is throwing off her decades-long guardedness to offer her raw opinions about,
She's wearing the red jacket.
Voters are really wild these days.
What if Mr. T were a Republican? And in an interview with Howard Stern Wednesday for a new book she co-wrote with her daughter, Chelsea, Clinton absolutely drops the hammer on none other than Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Keep in mind, this is how he bigs up this. Like, Hillary Clinton, gloves off. She's on Stern. She's just going to this is like she is throwing all caution to the wind. She's like, I never have to run for running. I'm giving you the real shit.
The real shit.
It's okay. Asked by Stern whether she hated Sanders for the long primary campaign he ran against her in 2016 and the slowness with which he offered his eventual endorsement, Clinton said, "I don't hate anyone."
Yeah, lie.
Okay, yeah.
I don't hate anybody.
Absolute lie.
Before adding about the time it took Sanders to endorse her, he could have. He hurt me. There's no doubt about it. Then she delivered the dagger. And I hope he doesn't do it again to whoever gets the nomination. Once is enough. Woof.
Damn, Chris, this is the craziest interview I've ever heard.
Okay, it says Clinton's comments to Stern about Sanders are remarkable put downs with multiple layers.
This is like he's not bullshitting. He's a pure simpleton.
Yes.
So when he sees stuff like that, he's like to him.
He's like, boom shakalaka. The backboard is broken.
That since Elvis Costello was interviewed at a Holiday Inn in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, this is for a pure simpleton like this is so exciting. Even though this is just she said all this shit before.
She said all this shit before.
Yeah.
She said this right after the 2016 election.
No one really cared about this. Even people who want to talk about this shit all day, they didn't really care because it's just a retread. But Chris Cillizza is like, so that happened.
Yeah, so it's
like a little kid when their parents swear.
Woof.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, with remarkable put downs with multiple layers. First,
multiple layers.
So many layers. Pinchonian put down.
This is why you can't get mad at Chris Cillizza is because he's
that's why he
fucking
rules.
dullard. He owns.
She owns, yeah. First, she blames, at least in part, her loss in the 2016 election to President Donald Trump on Sanders' slow roll of an endorsement of her candidacy and the lack of unity that signaled. Clinton made similar allegations against Sanders in her 2017 memoir. Okay, so this is all already literally published in a book.
I'm literally mentioning 5 other times this happened.
Can you guys remind me, when did he endorse her? June?
Yeah.
When would they have wanted him to endorse?
The answer
April?
is he endorsed her a lot sooner than she endorsed Obama in 2008.
Yeah, and he didn't bring up that she could be assassinated.
Yeah.
But
She
what
did
is it?
with Obama.
Like a 6-week difference between
Basically,
the theoretical
they said
possible?
that he should have endorsed her as soon as she was mathematically cinched to be the nominee. and he didn't. He waited like a month or so, and they said that's basically why she lost. And then, of course, the fact that he campaigned for her more than anyone in the actual.
And by the
election,
way, in 2016, in the
that was pretty
campaign,
gross.
her people at the high up of her campaign were literally saying, "We don't really care. We don't really need Bernie," because they assumed they had it all locked up.
Oh yeah,
so they were
no,
like, "Yeah,
look
sure."
at the algorithm.
Yeah. So check this out. A look at the timeline shows that it took about a month from the time Sanders ended his candidacy to the time he endorsed Clinton. Blah blah blah. The real trolling by Clinton, however,
Epic troll face. She's such a classic troll.
the real trolling by Clinton, however, comes not in her partial blaming of Sanders for her loss, because, as I noted above, she's done that before, but in her prediction for Sanders' chances in this. Let's remember what Clinton said again, and I hope he doesn't do it again to whoever gets the nomination. Once is enough. Implied, and not in very subtly, in that comment, is that Sanders isn't going to be the Democratic nominee.
Yeah,
in
we
2020.
get it, Chris.
It's like what? Like, oh, I could. Yeah, you needed to point that fucking out.
Read these. You may enjoy these other articles by Chris Lizzet. Did you guys realize that the logo for Target is a bullseye?
There goes. Given this, which is a somewhat bold prediction, given that Sanders is second in the national polling among the top four in Iowa, New Hampshire, and beyond.
Hell yeah.
To be clear, Sanders isn't the current frontrunner. That's former Vice President Joe Biden still, but he's absolutely in the mix, making Clinton's seeming certainty that he won't be the nominee newsworthy. Again, he's sort of like implying, like, well, what does Clinton know that we don't about what the
She
DNC
knows
is
that
going to do?
Bernie has a particularly weak hyoid bone.
Yeah.
Let's just say, I think Bernie's been in his feelings and has been very depressed lately.
Don't forget, if you're feeling like you want to self-harm, don't forget to reach out.
By the way, the Daily Mail reported today that both Bill and Hillary Clinton, from the year they left office, went every single year, spent a week at a cowboy village on Jeffrey Epstein's ranch.
That's correct. The one in New Mexico that has not been raided by the FBI to this day.
Oh, that's weird.
And
Unless
was-
they
that's kinda
paperwork
odd.
there.
and was like a major node in his human trafficking network.
Oh, yeah. It's got like
This is
connections to like this weird futurist outfit or the transhumanist outfit called the Santa Fe Institute.
Yeah, no, this is where he had meetings with probably I don't know, again, I'm going to just pull the name out of the hat, Steven Pinker and like the leading lights of Harvard, where he just like gets them all in a room. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to talk about one thing: freezing my dick and balls and putting my brain in hibernation so I can seed the human with my DNA for up to 1 million years in
That
the
is-
future. Very good, Jeffrey. Cool.
That is the great thing.
There might
with
be
it-
clones under that fucking property.
That is the great thing with him, is that he was like, in addition to everything else, really fucking dumb.
Yes, he is an
Like,
idiot.
he's like, yo, I'm gonna bring all the scientists to my house and see if they can make me immortal. Like,
Put 100 smart guys in a room to figure out if I'll live forever. They're going to do it.
No, but I mean, again, since they left the White House, at least every year, with Chelsea too, they brought their daughter.
Yes. Well, Ghislaine's best friend.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
to stay at
Guest at her wedding.
at the cowboy village that is part of Jeffrey Epstein's ranch
Yes.
in New Mexico.
Yeah, weird how that worked out.
Okay. What does she know about this election that we don't?
Yeah.
She can say that with
Yeah.
such confidence. I don't know.
Interesting.
So then he goes here. Then there's the warning to Sanders that when he does lose again, as Clinton is sure he will, that he had better not repeat the slow walk endorsement he gave her, because he already cost the party a chance at beating Trump once, which is heavy stuff. Even before Clinton's latest comments about Sanders, there was very little love lost between the two politicians, and even more so between their supporters. What Clinton said Wednesday, however, will rip the scab off from 2016. So there you go. That's Chris the Point Saliza.
I just like
he
to
got to the
say
damn point.
that Bernie slow rolling the endorsement is what got him the ability to reform the DNC rules. That's what got his foot in the door to get people like
Get the superdelegates
the Mickey
like,
Const to rewrite the rules, which got the superdelegates out of the first ballot, which is honestly the only way Bernie has a chance to win this fucking thing. So it was certainly he didn't do it for no reason.
Yeah,
he did it for a fucking tactical, strategic reason.
Well, Crystal, like,
And the idea that it
again,
mattered is absurd.
right? The idea, like, Crystal is and I guess like maybe I don't know, probably not. Hillary's smarter than this, but Crystal is he is so that he thinks like everyone wants to be president because it's the top dog position in the world, and not like, he would keep running to like institute some of his rules, his concessions with the DNC, and use the weight of his supporters to like get things on the platform. He's just like, when it comes to Washington D.C., there's one top dog. there's one big enchilada, and his name is the POTUS of the United States, and everyone wants to be him or her. You never know. Thank you, Chris.
I mean, I guess like just my capstone to this is like Hillary Clinton on Stern. I mean, I haven't listened to Stern in a long
It's
time.
depressing,
but
man.
It's fucking depressing.
Howard's
like,
old, dude.
Howard, like,
He's
I mean,
so
she's, like, I
cool.
mean, I guess like fine, like asking her about Bernie or whatever, fine. Howard, ask her about Ed Buck too. Come
Yeah,
on, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like
Ask
the
her
whole
about Epstein.
like the whole or about Epstein. Like the whole thing with Howard is he's one of the like the few people in why he was
Ask her
king
to
of all
ride the
media
Sibian.
is because he's one of the few people who can get a guest like Hillary Clinton without a pre-interview.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
like there's some chance that like
Something
you can
spontaneous,
yeah exactly
yeah.
like get them off the off their balance, knock
Yeah.
them off balance. So yeah, where was the question about Ed Buck or Jeffrey Epstein?
That's
He's basically just like fucking Trevor Noah.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just totally fucking neutered.
That's so depressing, man. That's depressing that. I mean, I guess you stay you stay in long enough.
I mean, Crazy Alice or King of All Blacks didn't even call in to yell at her. I mean,
Dude, what do you think Jackie the Joke Man would have asked her about it? Probably. Reverend Bob Levy interrogating her. What if, the entire like whack pack comes back together? It's like Watchmen.
well, keep in mind, like
Half of them are
probably
dead.
three-quarters of the original Whack Pack are dead
All right,
now.
all right.
So
True.
R.I.P. Beetlejuice.
R.I.P.
well, yeah. So I think that wraps it up for this week. Again, UK.
Right, mate.
Matt, you're leaving tomorrow.
Get down to the ticket lorry to get some chip shop.
Matt's leaving
tickets.
tomorrow, and I'm leaving for Los Angeles tomorrow. So
Everybody's
Here, I will never stop defending this city.
please check the episode description for links to those
Tickets still
UK
available.
tickets, and yes,
secret guests, fun times for everyone.
yeah, secret guests, and best of all, you guys are going to help Jezza win,
We're gonna do it, mates. We're gonna be absolute legends.
and just
We'll be
again,
gooners for life.
just Gooners for life, Gooner Tour 2019.
We can be gooners just for one day. A while ago, my sister came out with an experimental nonfiction book, the Walmart Book of the Dead. It's terrific. It's the only book I've ever read. But at the Hip Unplugged stage reading series in the Gainesville area in Florida, her book is being performed. So if you're in Gainesville, stop doing what you're doing, which is, riding a crocodile to work. Driving an ATV through a cement wall, just eating cans, the stuff you usually do. Worshiping at XXX Tentacion's tomb to bring him back as a ghost. Stop doing all that stuff for one day.